What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite for a very interesting video here for you guys tonight, talking about campaign DLC in Modern Warfare 2, some new rumors, and even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, because we're very close to 100,000 subscribers here on the main channel. Really appreciate it. Also drop a like and turn notifications on to stay up to date with everything going on in Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2, Warzone Mobile, and any other future Call of Duty as well. Now, over the last couple of days, we've been blessed as a community with several trailers for the upcoming launch of Modern Warfare 2. We got our gameplay launch trailer featuring quite a bit of storytelling. I'm just wondering if we're going to get a dedicated story trailer in the next couple of days. Totally possible. We also got a PC trailer showcasing some beautiful new footage of the game itself. And then I'm also expecting possibly a Spec Ops reveal of sorts, whether it's a little gameplay trailer, a short, a blog post. That should be coming out soon, but I did post a short earlier today talking about our first official look at General Shepard in the brand new Modern Warfare 2 campaign. I have a separate video coming out probably tomorrow morning talking about a lot of the secrets and new weapons that were revealed in all the new trailers that we've been getting over the last couple of days. Be on the lookout for that one. But today we got a very spicy report from gaming insider The Ghost of Hope, which does say, and I quote, "Exclusive campaign DLC to be released in late 2023, bundled with the map pack I leaked previously." And that's the thing, right? In the video I made a couple of days ago talking about this greatest hits rumor, I make it pretty clear that the rumor as of right now sounds like this greatest hits collection is some type of individual or standalone game, not a map pack for Modern Warfare 2. But we'll talk more about the greatest hits in a second because it's really important. But I've always wanted to see campaign DLC. If this rumor is true, again, take it with a grain of salt, then this is huge. And if the release date is late 2023 for this campaign content, then that probably means Modern Warfare 2 is indeed going to get a full second year of support, which I'm totally on board with. I do think if Activision decides not to release a new premium Call of Duty in 2023, then updating Modern Warfare 2 with a ton of budget, I'm talking campaign DLC, a bunch of MP maps, modes, weapons, huge expansions to Spec Ops, raids, DMZ, Warzone 2, then I think we'll be fine. I just think they have to release a certain amount of content in 2023 to really take that place of a new premium COD, since it will be the first time in over a decade that we're not getting a new Call of Duty during the fall window of the gaming industry. So that's going to be crazy. Now the question also is, will Infinity Ward be leading the work on this campaign DLC, or will it be a different studio? Because I'm not sure what Infinity Ward's priority really is after the full launch of this game. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be primarily Warzone 2. Raven will also help out quite a bit with Warzone 2 as well, but there is something that might give us a hint as to who's making this campaign DLC, and it could be Raven, but we'll talk more about that deeper into the video because that has to do even with their work on the next Black Ops game, which you guys definitely don't want to miss, so stick around for that one. But this supposed campaign DLC could also explain why, apparently, according to Ralph's Valve, another gaming insider who has been right about a number of things but was also wrong about a far greater number of things, so take that as you may, he was claiming that there isn't going to be a Modern Warfare 3 in this rebooted timeline, which would mean there isn't a sequel coming to Modern Warfare 2, at least not in the foreseeable future. And he made it clear that Modern Warfare 2 features a conclusion of sorts to this new story, which I'm a little weirded out about because I do think there's some huge potential to really cross over this new Modern Warfare reboot with the futuristic story of like Black Ops 2, if that is still canon. I believe it is. So I was hoping a Modern Warfare 3 one day would kind of tie deeper into what happened with David Mason, and he could do a nice crossover with those characters. But if Modern Warfare 2 has a conclusion of sorts, I don't think that conclusion is going to be seen in the campaign that's coming out on October 20th. I think instead that conclusion would actually be featured in some supposed campaign DLC. Now, it'll probably be similar to MWII, where the campaign kind of leaves off on a cliffhanger, but then that story gets continued through the other modes in the game. In 2019, it was continued through Spec Ops, and then later continued through Warzone's post-launch story when that came out. But this time around, considering all the modes coming out, I do think they'll have a lot of opportunities to expand on this story, obviously through Spec Ops, then Warzone 2, obviously DMZ, and then maybe raids will play a part in whatever the narrative is going forward in 2023. But then they could really tie all that up with a nice bow with some campaign DLC of sorts later in 2023, whether it's a set of like 5-6 missions. Who knows how that would look like, but this has me really excited for the future of the Modern Warfare story. Now you'll notice how the pieces to the Call of Duty 2023 puzzle are slowly coming together. Things are making a lot more sense if you put together a bunch of these rumors. I mean, you look at Jason Schreier's report that we're getting premium content added to MW2 in 2023 in place of a new Call of Duty coming out from a different studio. Combine that with Ralph's claim that an MW3 isn't going to happen, which can kind of make sense if you look at Hope's claim that campaign DLC is coming, which kind of acts as a Modern Warfare 3 anyway, if it's going to be this 12-season structured type of experience for MW2. So things are beginning to make a lot more sense, but as I'll keep reminding you guys, Activision has not confirmed any of this, so take it all with a grain of salt, but I do hope this clears up a lot of the confusion as to what's going on with the post-launch season of Modern Warfare 2. But going back to the greatest hits rumor, right? If you look at that original rumor from Hope, he's claiming that there'll be a catalog of different maps from Treyarch's best Call of Duties, Infinity Wards, Sledgehammers. That's why I question how that could somehow be a map pack in Modern Warfare 2. I mean, I guess you could say a map like Yemen, for example, in BO2 could work in MW2 multiplayer, so it would fit in the map pack, but I just think if it's more than just Infinity Ward maps coming back and it's also Treyarch and Sledgehammers, then that just opens up the door for Activision to do a greatest hits standalone release that'll cost like 60, 70 bucks in 2023. That would sell like hotcakes and would absolutely take the place of a new premium COD whenever that came out. So you could do that and still do the year 2 for Modern Warfare 2, where you add campaign DLC, you have some massive expansions and roadmaps to MP, Warzone, DMZ. You could do both, but if the greatest hits map pack truly is just an add-on to Modern Warfare 2, then the question with that is, will that be free to play? Because we have a new DLC model now where maps are obviously free, but will they go back to charging for maps just for the sake of this greatest hits pack? That's the big question. I think if anything, any type of maps with multiplayer should remain free going forward, but I could see campaign DLC being behind a paywall. I could definitely see that one, but hey, in a perfect world, the campaign DLC can even be free. I know it's a big unknown right now considering none of this is confirmed, but we'll have to wait and see whenever Activision wants to come out and confirm or deny the possibility of some campaign add-ons. Now here's the thing, 2023, at least to me right now, sounds like a big year of experiments. Not only the first potential year where we don't get a new Call of Duty launch, they instead might just go with a greatest hits like standalone game, or they might just have a crazy huge year 2 for Modern Warfare 2 on a scale that we haven't seen before for previous year 2 updates we've gotten for games like Cold War, BO3. We'll have to wait and see how that works out, but I certainly am excited with how revolutionary Modern Warfare 2 is about to be, because whatever is successful in terms of the community and sales for this game, let it be campaign DLC or year 2 updates, we could definitely expect to see stuff like that also be applied to the next Black Ops game, which is also already rumored to have a second year of support and hopefully campaign DLC beyond that. So I'm really looking forward to just how COD 2.0 really is going to shape the future of COD as we know it, because I think as of right now, we've only scratched the surface of what we actually know about how this game is going to be. But with that being said, there's also a rumor coming out from this Twitter account, which has been posting quite a few rumors over the last couple of weeks, and I think some of the stuff this person has claimed before has come true, at least to my understanding. This person is claiming this Spec Ops will apparently only be launching with 2 missions, and if you guys are like, wait, only 2 missions, and it's only a duo type mode, what is that? Well, that's the thing, right? As of right now, survival isn't even rumored for Modern Warfare 2, but I'm sure it'll be added at some point in the future for like a seasonal update. But 2 missions at launch, I think you could excuse that considering how much more content is coming shortly after. I mean, Season 1 is November 16th, the launch of Warzone 2 and DMZ. We don't have a release date for the Raids mode, but I think that mode's going to be tied to Modern Warfare 2 behind the paywall and not a free-to-play experience like DMZ or Warzone 2. So we have a lot of content still on deck for this game, so I think only launching with 2 Spec Ops missions is okay, especially considering the idea that a year 2 might add in campaign DLC, and I'm going to assume we'll get at least, 4 more Spec Ops missions added to bring us to a total of 6 or something, even though previous Modern Warfare games have had way more than that in terms of the Spec Ops mission list. So I do think there could be a plan right now to add in at least 1 new Spec Ops mission per season, and if the game has 12 seasons, 2 years worth of content, then we'll still end up with quite a bit of material there in terms of the Spec Ops mode. But as of right now, that is just rumored, and I don't think that the game will just launch with 2 Spec Ops missions, but we'll leave it at that for now. Now, what's funny is in a previous video I made talking about DMZ, I was asking you guys, which mode do you think will get long-term support, and which mode or modes do you think aren't going to get any support after like the first season or something? And the way I looked at it, I'm like, look, I think DMZ and Raids for sure will get long-term support, obviously. I mean, DMZ will be free, and that'll be tied to Warzone 2, so that's guaranteed success. And then Raids are going to be like Destiny, they're going to be like Zombies Easter egg hunts. Those will be popular every season when they get added as well. But Spec Ops is the mode that I could see kind of getting cut off after the first season or two, similar to Spec Ops MW19, where the mode did launch with a fair amount of missions, a couple of extra ones were added later, but then the mode was forgotten about shortly after. But I see that as reasonable for Spec Ops this time around, considering how much other content there's going to be. But if campaign is going to be getting DLC during year 2 or whenever, then I don't see a reason why we can't also get more Spec Ops missions later in the year as well. That's if the mode itself is played by a decent amount of people to warrant adding in more content. I think campaign DLC is going to be really experimental for Activision, but I'm sure with a game as big as MW2, it's going to be successful no matter what. That's what I'm thinking right now. Now, almost 2 weeks ago, I posted a video talking about everything we know so far about the list of campaign missions in Modern Warfare 2. There's about 15 total we know about, and there's even exclusive details about those individual missions. That is all covered in that lengthy video, which I'll have linked down below in this video's description. But something did surface about 2 days ago, which kind of slipped under the radar considering all the big Call of Duty marketing, the other rumors coming out, and I'm sure you guys probably didn't see this, but apparently Raven Software is currently hiring for a lead campaign animator with experience in first-person shooters and extensive knowledge about Call of Duty, which is a pretty big hint that they're working on a new campaign for the Call of Duty series. Now, if you're thinking, oh, that has to be development for the next Black Ops game, which Raven's probably going to make the campaign for, considering Cold War's campaign was very successful and Raven made that one, look, I'm all for that, because if Treyarch gets an additional year to make the next Black Ops, which I think they're going to, and they only have to worry about multiplayer and zombies, maybe a little bit of Warzone, then that's perfect. Get Raven in there to make that next campaign. I would love to see it. It'll be a proper follow-up to Cold War, but, and this is a big but now, no pun intended, what if the development that they have going right now on a new campaign is actually for Modern Warfare 2? What if they're going to be in charge of the campaign DLC for MW2 and it's not actually work for the next Black Ops game? They could even be doing both. You never know. But you know what? I wouldn't be opposed to Treyarch doing the next campaign since they haven't done one in quite some time, since what, BO3? But I am very curious, right? If Infinity Ward's focus after the launch window of MW2 and Warzone 2 is a bit of post-launch work, but also is the campaign content that's coming in 2023. Lots of questions here, but let me know what you guys think down below. Who is making this supposed campaign DLC for a potential year 2? But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on this crazy rumor that campaign DLC is coming to MW2? What are your thoughts on our brand new rumors and everything else we discussed? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.